Have you ever stood at a bus stop waiting for a bus that never comes? That is exactly how Kaspa traders felt today. They woke up, rubbed their eyes, checked the glowing screens of their phones, and found Kaspa's price still glued around 9 cents. 9 cents, like a stubborn coin welded to the floor? The crypto market, famous for its fireworks and its meme-fueled chaos, had nothing particularly exciting to offer in Kaspa's corner. Instead of a rocket ship, it felt more like watching a tortoise move across a dusty road in slow motion. And so here we are, caught between frustration, curiosity, and a pinch of comedy. Why didn't Kaspa climb? Why did the coin stumble just shy of momentum? Let's tell the story the way a newspaper columnist would. Full of drama, wry observations, and the occasional chuckle at how markets can tease us with hope and deliver yawns instead. The stage is set. Every trading day begins with anticipation. Will the chart glow green like spring leaves or bleed red like a horror movie poster? Kaspa opened the day with small hints of ambition, stretching up toward 10 cents only to backpedal and settle in the awkward middle. Traders, especially those who set alarms for price alerts, were left in the purgatory of almost. It was like a student who almost passed the exam or a singer who almost hit the high note. Painfully close, but not enough to earn applause. The numbers don't lie, but they also don't sing. With a market capitalization hovering around $2.5 billion, Kaspa should have been dancing with the big boys. Instead, it looked tired, dragging its feet through resistance levels that behaved like locked doors at a nightclub. The bouncers at 9.5 cents said, "Not tonight, buddy," and the coin politely turned back toward the street. The invisible enemy resistance levels are like those invisible dog fences people install in their gardens. You don't see the barrier, but the moment the dog approaches, zap, back it goes. For Kaspa, that electric fence is positioned at 9.5 cents. Traders know it, algorithms know it, and so every time the price tiptoes closer, hands slap the sell button. This creates a cycle of disappointment. It's not that Kaspa lacks strength, it's that everyone assumes the barrier will hold. And in markets, assumptions become reality. Like a prophecy whispered loud enough, traders act as if the ceiling is unbreakable, and thus it remains unbroken. Imagine trying to jump, but convincing yourself mid-air that you won't make it. That is Kaspa's chart today, a jump cut short by hesitation. Volume, or the lack thereof. If price action is the performance, then volume is the crowd cheering in the stadium. Today's volume for Kaspa was not exactly a roar, it was more like a golf clap. Somewhere between $60 and $70 million worth of trades passed through, which sounds hefty until you compare it to the giant stage Kaspa occupies. For a $2.4 billion market cap, that's a trickle of water in what should be a river. Without strong volume, price cannot sustain a climb. It's like trying to inflate a hot air balloon with a bicycle pump. Possible in theory, comical in practice. Kaspa desperately needs more traders, more energy, and more noise. Until then, every small rally is destined to fizzle out like soda left open overnight. The POW panic and emotional spillover. Outside Kaspa's backyard, storm clouds were gathering over the proof-of-work neighborhood. Dogecoin and Monero found themselves back in the headlines for the wrong reasons. Whispers of 51% attack risks. Traders, as we know, are an emotional bunch. They don't always stop to ask whether the risks apply to Kaspa's unique blockDAG design. Instead, they lump all POW coins into the same nervous basket. So when Monero sneezes, Kaspa catches a cold. Guilt by association is unfair but unavoidable. This week, that emotional contagion kept cautious investors on the sidelines. No one wanted to be the unlucky buyer stepping in right before a speculative panic. And so, despite Kaspa's tech being arguably more advanced, the shadow of doubt dimmed its shine. The future is exciting, but the present is boring. Here's the twist. Kaspa actually has good news coming. By the end of this month, the Kasplex L2 launch promises smart contracts, scalability, and features that could finally put Kaspa on the map beyond mining enthusiasts. Add to that the upcoming Berlin conference in mid-September, where the team will likely showcase its roadmap, and you have a recipe for fireworks. But crypto traders are impatient creatures. They don't care much for promises 2 weeks away. If the prize isn't today, the crowd yawns. This is why the present feels so sluggish. Everyone knows the future could be exciting, but they refuse to dance until the music actually starts. Lessons hidden in the slump. What can we learn from Kaspa's lethargy today? Markets don't reward waiting rooms. They reward action, energy, and liquidity. Kaspa's stall is a lesson in the importance of volume, the tyranny of resistance, and the power of mood. It's also a reminder that fear spreads quickly across categories. When one proof-of-work coin falters, the others feel the tremors. But perhaps the biggest lesson is patience. Crypto is not just about quick flips. It's about holding through the dull days, the sideways charts, the memes of coins on treadmills. Those who survive the boredom are often the ones who enjoy the eventual rally. Humor amidst the flatline. Crypto Twitter never misses a chance to laugh, even in stagnation. Today, memes popped up showing Kaspa as a sleeping cat labeled, "Wake me when we hit 10 cents." Another popular image compared Kaspa to a treadmill. Lots of running, but staying in the same place. Humor is the shield traders use against frustration. If you can't laugh at a sideways chart, you're taking this too seriously. For now, the script is unfinished. Traders who believe in the technology are tightening their seatbelts, ready to weather the quiet days until the Kasplex fireworks arrive. Short-term flippers are already wandering off to meme coins for faster thrills. The market is divided between patience and impatience, between faith and fatigue. The long view today's Kaspa price was not a tragedy. It was a classroom. It reminded us that crypto is not just adrenaline shots and moon missions. It's also long stretches of waiting, learning, and laughing at the absurdity of it all. The failure to rise is not a failure at all. It's a reminder of the forces at play: resistance levels, volume shortages, emotional spillovers, and the gap between future promises and present reality. Kaspa may be sleepy today, but every market nap sets the stage for the next surprise. When the Kasplex launch finally arrives, when the Berlin conference lights up with announcements, the same traders who yawned this week will scramble back with wide eyes. Until then, sip your coffee, refresh the chart occasionally, and enjoy the memes. Because in crypto, patience is not just a virtue, it's survival.